getting started here with Nebraska players. Questions for the Huskers?
Lex, what did you guys have to do better in the second half to get back in the game?
At halftime, we really just talked about how we weren't playing at our standard, the Nebraska standard, and I think we all kind of came together, and when we heard that from Coach, we kind of took it to heart, and we wanted to respond better and play at our standard. So I think in the second half, it wasn't exactly pretty the whole time, but I felt like we really came together and fought and started playing at our standard.
Alexa, is there any benefits to getting a test like this right before you play a tough Minnesota team to open Big Ten play on Sunday?
Yeah, I think every game that we play is a good test. You can't take a game off, especially when it comes to the Big Ten Conference, and that's something we talked about. We want to be a consistent team, and we can't have games like this. And if you play like this in the Big Ten, you're going to lose, and you don't want to lose, especially when you're at home in the Big Ten. So, yeah, it's definitely a good test.
Lindenwood was really hot from the three-point line first half, and I think they only made one second half. Was that the defense stepped up, or what was the strategy?
I think just our intensity coming out at the half. Coach Williams really got on us, and we just wanted to fight and we wanted to play better for each other. So I also think in the first half, like some of the shots that were going in were a little crazy, but that's my opinion. Yeah.
Callin, you had a couple baskets there right away in the third quarter. What were you trying to do coming out of the halftime?
Yeah, I mean, I think Lex said it, like, we took what Coach said personally, and I did specifically, and I know I can spark our team, and that's what I want to do consistently, and I took Coach's word very personally.
How has adjusting without Natalie Potts, I guess, differed in these three games and changed with each game? For any of you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big loss, but it's not going to take one person to fill her shoes. It's going to take the whole team. And Nat sparked us with rebounding, especially offensive rebounding. Nat was a gritty player, getting steals, and it's not just going to be one person, and it's going to take all of us. And I think in our forward room, they've done a really good job. Jess Petrie stepping up, Amaya, Kendall Coley getting a start today, and just we got to rely on everyone, and it could be different every single game, but it's not just going to be one person, and I think that's the strongest thing about this team is our depth.
Britt, what ways are you try to be more aggressive as you get more college games under you?
Yeah, I mean, I think just being able to be more aggressive off ball screens, I mean, that's something they got on me at halftime. Like, just being more aggressive off ball screens, because that's one of my strengths, and just continuing to be aggressive when I have open looks.
Are you excited about your first Big Ten game?
Yeah, I am really excited.
Oh. Yeah. You sounded like you're really excited.
I am.
That's when you talk about like the Nebraska standard. Like, what are the big parts of the Nebraska standard?
I think just when we come out here, just rebounding, not letting them have offensive rebounds. Everyone being on the same page, bringing energy. I think just sticking to our scout and playing defensive tendencies. For number 4, we knew she was a shooter, and she went 3 for 4 in the first half, and we've worked on it for 3 days, so just not like allowing things like that to happen. And yeah, I just think like energy and just effort and things like that, communication, stuff that we can control, we weren't doing a good job out there. So yeah, I think we really just came together and wanted to bring all those things to the table, and rebounding something we can control, communication, energy, effort, those things, and I felt like that really sparked us, and I think Callin did a really good job of doing that the whole game today.
Alexis, you moved up to 4th all-time in the career rebounds at Nebraska. What does that mean to you?
That's awesome. I mean, it's really cool. You know, I've watched Nebraska basketball my whole life, so I never even thought like I could play here when I was even in high school. So to be in the top 4 rebounding, it's amazing. It's cool. But we have more games to win, so let's do it. That was so cringy. Yeah, that too.
No self-editing.
Yeah, cut it out.
Anything else for the Huskers? Okay.
Thanks.
Let me leave. Like, drop the pool, she's running out of here.